Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hydro, and welcome back to the channel for another Black Ops Cold War video. Yes, guys, we are on Cold War, man. The game literally just dropped. I'm making this as soon as the game dropped. I literally cannot be more excited that we are finally able to play this for good now, man. Like, we can play Cold War for good. One of the biggest questions when a new Call of Duty comes out every single year is, what are the best settings? Now, since this game has just came out, there's a few settings that I'm not sure with, and really nobody is actually sure with. Obviously, when you have a new game, there's going to be new settings that obviously people are not fully aware of, so just keep that in mind watching the video. But as of right now, these are going to be the settings that I'm going to be heading into Cold War with, so we're going to go big for this video, man. If you guys want more Cold War content and are just excited as me, please be sure to hit the like button. Let's shoot for 1,000 likes on this video for more Cold War content. You guys have been absolutely going crazy with the like goals recently, so I know you guys got this, man. It's light work. Here's the Bell Gang shout out, man. The first Bell Gang shout out for Cold War. Isn't that crazy, bro? If you guys do want to win a future Bell Gang shout out in another video, please be sure to hit the sub button, and once you guys are finished, turn the post notification bell and then comment down below #BellGang. All right, and with that being said, let's jump into these settings for Black Ops Cold War. Also, keep in mind I am on PC, so if you guys are on console, I'm really not sure how many of these settings you guys actually have. I'm not even sure if there's a graphics tab on console, but a lot of this stuff in the graphics tab is on PC. I'm just gonna quickly skim through these real quickly. I optimize these to what I think would be the best, but obviously the experts when it comes to graphic settings and stuff like that will probably drop videos here very soon of what the best graphic settings actually are, but these are just real quickly what I'm running at the current moment. However, these will definitely be edited soon, so just keep that in mind. Moving on to our audio settings, these settings really don't actually have like the best settings, if you would say. These are kind of just like your own personal preference. So for me, when it comes to recording videos and having, you know, the audio balanced in my headset is a big part of it. And with that being said, 30 right now seems to be the best balance for me when it comes to you guys listening to the videos and me hearing it in my headset. So change this to whatever you want. However, I would recommend putting the volume for the music down to 0, just because in my personal opinion, it gets very annoying just playing it over and over again. Especially in my case, I pretty much always have people talking in my headset, editing videos, music, and things along those lines. So just hearing like double music in the background over and over again, it just annoys the hell out of me. Audio preset, this is going to be a big question. If you'll take a look at all these right here, the big three that we're going to be looking at is bass boost, high boost, and super bass boost. Right now, just listening to my headset, there's a little noise in the background from the menu screen, and if I put it on bass boost and keep moving it up all the way to high boost and then super bass boost, it keeps on getting louder and louder in my headset. Now, as you know, there's been different settings in past Call of Duties. For example, in BO3 we had super crunch. That was the best setting to hear footsteps. Now, I'd imagine since this setting is called super bass boost, that's probably the best setting that we could have to hear those bam bam footsteps. You know what I mean? That's just kind of what I'm imagining, and just by the name, it seems like the best setting that we could run as of right now. I have hit markers on, bro. Who doesn't like the sound of hit markers? All this voice chat stuff, all to your personal preference. So that's pretty much it for the audio setting. For the interface settings, this doesn't really matter as well. I just have my crosshairs and everything like that shown. You guys can just copy these down if you want. And then for PC, I have my FPS counter shown because it's a pretty big deal if you're dropping FPS. So the controller setting tab is probably the tab that I'm going to go more in depth with, because I am a controller player. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. Most of these settings are pretty much just Modern Warfare settings copied over, because a lot of the settings in Modern Warfare are the same with Cold War. The way that they work the sensitivity is a little bit different in this game. So this is what I was running during the beta, was 8.8 horizontal and vertical. ADS, I was running at 0.9. I run a default button layout because I have a battle beaver, so I have the buttons on the back, so I don't have to run tactical bumper jumper and stuff like that. I actually do not run with L2 R2 flipped or anything like that. Invert vertical look, I don't know a single person that runs with this on. Controller vibration, I'd highly recommend that you guys have this disabled, just simply for the reason because controller vibration, it can really mess up your shot, even if you really don't believe that. I personally was somebody who always had it on, and then when somebody told me to turn it off and I ran with it for a few games, I was like, holy bro, this is so much better. So just a little bit of advice, if you guys still have it on, try with a few games off and you guys will definitely notice a difference. Aim assist, obviously you're going to want to have those on. For our airborne mantle behavior, we actually switched it over to manual and on press. When I had this on automatic in the beta, I noticed that when I was jumping from place to place, sometimes I would mantle on things I didn't want to, and when you turn this to manual, pretty much it eliminates that unless you obviously want to mantle over it. So the ADS behavior and the steady aim behavior, I have those on hold. Armor plate behavior, definitely put that on apply all. attack vehicle control mode, I have that on an A based. For my stick layout, I have that on default. I personally do not know really anybody that actually has this changed. As far as Deadzone goes, you guys don't necessarily have to copy any of this down besides the left stick input. In most cases, you're going to want to be moving forward anyways, so having this on 0 is probably your best bet. At least for me, I don't have stick drift with this controller, so I just have that on 0, and a lot of the pro players were actually recommending it during the beta. So for your right stick Deadzone, if you do remember in Modern Warfare, there is a very simple way to actually adjust it. However, for some reason, people think that this is some like very elaborate and complicated thing. It's really not, man. Adjusting your Deadzone literally just takes maybe 2-3 minutes out of your day to hop into custom games and really just find your exact Deadzone that is perfect for your controller. So real quickly, we're gonna go find a spot on the map. I'm just using this right here on Moscow. Just find any spot where you can put the middle dot of the crosshair in the center of your screen right there on some sort of like line or something along those lines. When we go to our Deadzone, the default is going to be all the way up at 20, but right now we're actually going to want to put this to 0. Once you put this to 0 and back out, you'll probably notice that you are going to notice some stick drift. So as you guys can tell, not every controller is perfect. You guys will have this as well. There is going to be some stick drift. So as you can tell, the middle of my screen is drifting off to the right a little bit. Now, essentially what you're going to want to do to fine tune this is adjust this one by one. So go your 1 and then take this back to the middle, and this is still gonna have a little bit of drift. As you guys can see, it's still going off to the right. We're gonna go back into our controller, put this over to 2. We're not gonna have as much now, but as you can tell, we are slightly still going off to the right. And then with that being said, we're going to go over here and put this on 3. And 3 is what I found to be manageable. You're not going to be drifting off to the right a whole lot. As you can tell, man, I'm pretty much staying in the middle right here on 3. So for me, I found that 3 was my perfect Deadzone. It might be lower, it might be higher for you guys. It's really all up to you to decide once you go into custom games and figure it out. Also, I just thought this would be an honorable mention. Your right stick maximum input is something that you guys necessarily do not need to change. So auto move forward disabled, but I have auto sprint enabled. I find this so much better in gunfights. It's also not going to make you have to buy 20 controllers in Black Ops lifespan. Same thing happened with Modern Warfare, bro. So many people went through controllers because they had this disabled and they'd have to press it every time, especially with attack sprint, bro. Oh my god, people went through so many controllers. I find it way more simple and my movement is so much better with it enabled personally. Sprint cancels reload disabled, parachute auto deploy, I put that on disabled, equipment behavior on hold, and interact reload behavior on tap to reload. If you guys found this video helpful, please be sure to hit the like button, man. We're gonna shoot for 1,000 likes on the first Cold War video. You guys know the deal. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are brand new, because we got much more Cold War content to come, and you guys definitely are gonna want to subscribe for when Warzone drops for Cold War. I promise you, we're gonna go crazy, guys. And when you're subscribing, turn the noti bell on. All right, you don't want to miss these uploads. Anyways, guys, with that being said, hope you guys have fun in Cold War. Comment down below your guys' Activision ID, PSN, Xbox, and I might actually add you guys up to play with some of you on stream. With that being said, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.